Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the new G.I. Joe update coming to Brawlhalla. So when you open your game for the first time, it's going to look like this. It's going to have a nice little page that explains what is new to the Brawlhalla game. We have this nice little UI takeover here, or UI update. In the background, we've got G.I. Joe. We've got Snake Eyes and Snowstorm fighting in the background with, I think is it Timbers, the wolf? I can't really remember the name. But at the top, we've got Brawlhalla x G.I. Joe. On the left, all of these look a little bit different. The store goes from a brick to Cobra. And we've got a Shuriken on Brawl of the Week. And we have this nice little red, white, and blue on all of that. So servers is still technically down. It is still offline, but we should be able to see all of the new stuff. So if we head into the store, first off, we have the crossovers. So we've got Storm Shadow, which is kind of like the nemesis to Snake Eyes. I just watched the movie a couple days ago on Snake Eyes, so it was pretty cool to see. This one mirrors Koji. So here we have the bow and we have his sword. Very cool here, and I'll get into his sig effects in a second. He has 300 coins, and then we've got Snake Eyes, the main man, who's also 300 coins, and he mirrors the abilities of Thatch. So there we have his MP7 guns and his Onihashi steel blade, which is such a cool blade, and I'll get into his Sigs in a second as well. But last but not least, we're gonna head to avatars. We have Snake Eye, which looks pretty cool, and then we have Storm Shadow on the other side. So Storm Shadow's got the Cobra in the background of him pulling the bow, and then we have Snake Eyes with the sword with his wolf on the back left, which looks really cool. So you can see, I think they kind of flipped. It would be cool if they were put the other way, where you can see that they're kind of like going up against each other. Then we've got Timber, you get his own little avatar. Then we have Cobra Commander, which is really interesting. I don't know enough about G.I. Joe to know who that is, but some sort of like faceless man in charge, I guess. Then we've got the Cobra avatar and the G.I. Joe. Now all of these are 30 mammoth coins. Very cool indeed. And then we've got the crossovers themselves. I was actually hoping we'd get a podium for this one, but it seems we've just got the avatars. So if my brain remembers where they actually are, actually I want to start on G.I. Joe, which is Thatch. So Mr. Thatch over here, we've got the new Snake Eyes. He looks so cool. The lock-in animation looks like this. So he starts squatting, and then he pulls out, he sort of aims down sights and then flips out the other gun, which looks really cool. The sword looks like that. Guns, very cool guns. Here's a couple colors for him, just briefly gonna go through all of those. They look pretty general. Gray looks really good. He's got kind of like the old color, so the white looks cool. Black looks amazing because it's just all completely black. And then we've got a couple other ones. Honestly, it looks pretty cool. I feel like the black, or the main classic, is obviously the coolest because it's all nice in one color. If I load him up into the game, we should be able to see what his Sigs look like. Now, we did see in the animation trailer, but I just wanted to quickly chuck him in here just because I wanted to check them out for myself. So we've got the side Sig on guns, which is Thatch's. Ooh. So his side Sig, he pulls out like, it almost looks like a massive shotgun, I think it is. So that takes a big shot. We get these massive, I think it's just one massive shotgun shell that shoots, which is really cool. So that's Thatch's side Sig. Then we have his down Sig, which is the double shot. Oh no, the double shot is that's right. So Thatch has his double bombs cannon, and so the down Sig looks like that. He takes out 2 grenades. Held down looks like that. Quickly shot looks like that. And for the side one, if you do it quickly, it's like a nice little quick shot like that. And then last but not least, we have his neutral, which is the shoot, step back and shoot again. So for this one, he shoots his MP7 with a spray and then shoots his massive shotgun. So quickly looks like that. Very cool. Quickly. And then if we hold it down, it looks like this. Very cool, dude. The animations are so sick. It's actually crazy. And then we've got the sword. If I can just move Mr. Ragnir over here into the center real quick. So for the sword, obviously we've got his neutral Sig, which for Thatch is the massive wave that goes up, for this, it seems like we have, it's kind of just like a snow that gets thrown up, but it's in the shape of Timbers, his wolf, which is pretty cool. Quickly, looks like that, held down, looks like this, on hit. I'm assuming it's the same. Yeah, pretty much. Looks very, very cool though, I'm liking this. Then we've got his side sig, which is the one where he dashes forward. Here we've got Timbers in the background, kind of jumps forward with us and then stands behind us. So if we do that quickly, it's got the nice little like bark of Timbers on here. It looks like that. Pretty cool, very cool sword sounds. I'm really enjoying that part of it. And then we have his down sig, which is kind of where he just does that like slash slash in front of him. So for this one, we've just got like some nice yellow blade animations around it. Looks pretty cool. And then if we bring him over here on hit, just looks like that. Sounds really, really cool though. Honestly, loving this Snake Eyes skin. And now let's go check out the Snowstorm one. Alrighty, so the main man Snowstorm, here we have his lock-in animation. So he starts meditating with the sword, and then he stands up, spins the sword, and then has like the cool like come at me pose. Very, very cool lock-in animation, and I love the sword sounds as he whips it around. Here are some colors for him. We've got blue, yellow, green, all of that. He's kind of in like a bit of a full face mask kind of thing. And also he has the same thing as Snake Eyes, where it's kind of all just one color. So a lot of these colors like gray, pink, red, white, black, they all look really, really, really good because that's how the skin like normally looks. But honestly, pretty cool on the colors. Nothing like too insane as it is. That's one thing about them though, is that because they're all one color, the other colors seem a little bit basic, but at the same time they look really, really clean. Then we've got the bow, a little bit of a close up there. Then we've got the sword as well. And let's check out his Sigs. Alrighty, so I wanted to hop over to Brawlhaven as the other one was a bit dodgy. Here we have his bow, which looks pretty basic, but honestly it still is pretty clean. For his neutral Sig, that's the one where Koji shoots straight up. So in this one, he just grabs an arrow. And it has like a bit of a cool effect, where it kind of shoots in like a V shape. Like it has air going like around the bow, which is interesting. So quickly, just sounds like that. I feel like it kind of sounds worse. Like I feel like the normal Koji has a really nice bow neutral Sig sound. So I feel like this one, it definitely makes it feel like a normal bow, like a compound bow. But I feel like it's not amazing. So I'm just gonna make this guy jumping so we can hear it on here. There we go. So honestly, nothing too crazy. I mean, it's not a bad Sig effect, like it's not ugly, but at the same time I feel like it's a bit of a downgrade in terms of the sound effect. Then we're gonna have the side Sig, which is the one, oh no, all of them seem really, really like low in terms of the Sig effect. Maybe it's just the ones I'm doing so far, but I guess as a character he doesn't really have heaps about him. Like in terms of Snake Eyes, they had the what's it called, they had the Timbers, his wolf, whereas him, he just kind of has snow, which really isn't anything. But that's what his side Sig looks like. Held down, looks like that. Quick, looks like that. On hit, I'm gonna have to make him stop jumping real quick. On hit, just looks like that. Sounds like that. I mean, it's cool and it's clean, but it's still nothing crazy for a custom Sig effect. Then we've got his down Sig, which is where he hits up the board. So this one's cool because it's got like an icy kind of board, which is more like a plate of ice, which is really cool. The sound effects are dope. So quickly, sounds like that. Held down, it's pretty much the same. And then on hit, I mean, it's pretty much as you would expect in terms of the bow hitting. Like it's the same bow hit animation as the other ones, but still pretty cool. I do like the sound effects of that one. And in terms of realism isn't a word, but like in terms of being realistic for both sound effects, it is pretty good. And then we've got the sword, which really looks good with his fit. But the neutral Sig, that's pretty clean. Like it's got a nice little slash slash slash. He's sped up and then he is held down. It's alright. Like it's not the, oh, my screen froze out. I don't know if that happened in the recording, but I mean it's alright. It's pretty cool. Did I see a bomb? Yeah, okay, so that's the cool part about this one, is that after the 3 hits hit, he throws a bomb up, which is really cool. That is one nice thing. I do like that it's a bit different rather than just hitting the 3 hits. Then we've got the down sig. It's a nice little dash. It has really cool like blade sounds. I feel like they've focused a lot, or at least they've done really well on the sound effects rather than the visual effects. I'm not saying the visual effects are bad, but I just feel like I'm noticing the sound effects a lot more. Whereas with most other SIGs, I'm not really thinking about the sounds. The sounds like are really realistic, but also really clean. Like that sword sound is just so clean. And then, so that's on quick. Held down, I mean, it's just as you'd imagine. The little star pops up of where he's going, and then he dashes to it. And last but not least, we have the side sig. So this is just the 2 little dashes to the side. He's just got the nice white little effects around him as he hits it, and then held down, he kind of does that first hit and then goes for the second. So honestly, overall pretty clean. Like if you've got a white setup for Koji, then these SIGs are gonna look insane. Like if you have a really nice sort of white like weapon scheme to go with a white color, the SIGs are really cool. Apart from that, I really don't know what else you'd use it for. I mean, I do enjoy the realistic sound effects, but I feel like Koji's normal neutral SIG sound is really cool, and they've kind of lost that. But overall, I'm really liking the skins. So there you guys have it. We've got the nice background as well. I almost forgot to mention, got like the nice like tree, forest, temple, and we've got the 2 little things with the bridge. Really nice background. Like I'm hoping that I can like somehow edit the game files in order to keep this background when this event finishes, because I really like this. To just recap, we got the Koji crossover here, Mr. Storm Shadow, which comes with his own lock-in animation, the weapon skins, and SIG effects. And this is what it looks like once again for his lock-in. And then we also got the homie Snake Eyes, I keep forgetting where they all are, who also has his own custom weapons, custom lock-in animation, and custom SIG effects, which is really cool. And then we've also got the nice little avatars. Nothing else, no podiums, no KO effect, but we do have these cool little avatars that are only 30 each. So if you want to pick one up, this one is animated, kind of has a little glow around it. I think the rest are all pretty much, I kind of wish that these moved, but unfortunately they don't. They're all stand still apart from the Cobra Commander. So that is all you guys need to know. That is all that is within this. I think there might be is a Brawl of the Week. I can't even see Brawl of the Week, but that's basically all you guys need to know. Hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait to use these skins. Definitely gonna make some content with them, so look forward to that, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.